Hello, I'm Sharon Waxler, owner and head trainer of At Your Service Dog Training. We provide service dog training for people with disabilities and their families online with classes and lessons throughout the United States and here in Massachusetts for people in New England. I'm going to cover how to train your dog not to leap up every time that they hear your controller on your Powerchair turn on or the joystick move. Now, some people like it when their dog does that because they know that their dog is getting out of the way of their chair. And if that's the case for you, that's great. You don't have to change anything. But if you want your dog to be able to stay in a stay while you're moving around, if your dog is mostly associating you using a chair or a mobility scooter or something like that with going for a walk and they get all revved up and excited every time you turn it on, then you may want to train them to do what Kismet is doing here. Yeah, say your name. Which is to lie in a spot or tell them to down and stay. And then when they're really good at that as its own separate trained behavior that we don't have time to go through in this video. But once that's trained, then you can tell them to stay and you can start to desensitize them to the sound of your controller. So once your dog knows how to stay, you're going to turn on the controller, makes that sound. You're going to toss them a treat right where they lay and then turn it off. Turn it on, good boy, if they stay, treat, turn it off. If that's too hard for your dog and your dog can't stay in the stay as soon as you turn it on, then you can just, there's a couple options. One is to give them something else to do. So you could say, give them a chew like a bully stick or a bone or a stuffed Kong or something like that, and then turn it on. Still give them a treat in case they do look up and notice it. And the chew can help them, give them something else to do so they're not quite so excited. You can also have them like further away in a crate across the room. So you just turn it on and off, on and off, on and off until eventually it stops having quite so much of an exciting charge to it. And then you can transition to this. Another option is to just have your dog up and moving around and turn it on, toss them a treat, turn it off, and do that over and over again until they start to get a little bit more bored by it. So that's one option. And then the other thing is to get your dog used to the sound of your chair engaging, the wheels, the motor engaging with the joystick moving. So mine makes a clicking sound, and usually if I worked with a dog who's really familiar with that sound, they jump up when they hear that. So what you're going to do is you're just going to stay still, you're going to click it enough to make a click, and then you're going to toss them a treat. So it's the same process. Start with the down stay. When they've got that, you're going to have told them to stay, click the joystick, and then give a treat. So to maintain this, you're going to have to keep rewarding your dog over time for staying put so that they don't get back into the old habit. But this can be really useful if your dog associates your chair with excitement, going out, moving, and you want them to calm down a little bit about that. I hope this is helpful. Happy training.